Hello.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
And he's picked it up out wide. And he's heaved it away. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Oh, smashing header! And it's hoisted clear. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Looking for options for... And the shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Borussia Dortmund after 15 minutes.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Luis Suarez. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Roberto Carlos pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Luis Suarez gets through on his own. Suarez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Luis Suarez. Yamal! Oh,
surely that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Messi.
A player who needs no introduction.
Oh, there's a probing ball.
Well, that looks a decent ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Taken back almost at once. And it's Cruyff. And he's had a hit! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Pele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Borussia Dortmund have their second corner now. And that has been cleared. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Borussia Dortmund finding their passes.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Cafu are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Played back in. Goes for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Borussia Dortmund, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up.
And we are already promptly back underway.
A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Abiati breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Borussia Dortmund clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
71,550.
Roberto Carlos.
Borussia Dortmund are totally dominant in the middle of the park, and no way through.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Rodri. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, good take in a good area. Messi. And smartly reclaimed. Not the most accurate pass. Early ball out from the back. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Roberto Carlos. And Jamal. Cannavaro gets rid without sophistication.
Manchester United really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
That's an imaginative pass. Hazard. Borussia Dortmund leading here. Can he finish? Jamal. And that's been intercepted.
That was...
He's gone for goal! And he has kept it out somehow.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Howson attempts a clearance. Has a shot! Just a fraction high.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
It's a searching pass.
That's positional gold, the
There will be 1
utilisation of
minute added
space.
time.
Cafu gets it away. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Cruyff taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deserved.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, who do you reckon is... There's the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that, if only he managed to retain his composure.
Great vision.
Neymar receives it in a wide position. Bergkamp.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Rodri.
Threads one in. This might spell danger. Applies the finish!
He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Borussia Dortmund really could have done without this. This to go one up. And he's buried it! 1-0. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 4.
Borussia Dortmund have gone to the bench, and we've only just begun.
Number 3.
Borussia Dortmund
Finding themselves unexpected.
It's Bergkamp!
That has ended up in no man's land. Tries to play it through. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's managed to get free.
Shevchenko! It's a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Borussia Dortmund grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Zico is someone with real dynamite in his boots.
Well, that is one way to stop him. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And that's going to be a booking. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. Borussia Dortmund
Can, of course, make a change whenever they choose.
Mbappe, Massaro,
And it's Bergkamp. Looking for options for movement. Massaro. Knocks it into space. And he's straight offside. It's Mbappe. Now that is a hefty challenge.
Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Nicely weighted ball. Massaro. Casillas frames comfortably.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And the first 45 minutes are up.
Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
Please join me in
So your
wishing
views on the
all
first
best
half?
for members of
Well,
our
we've
fan
seen
club
at
celebrating
times
their
it can be
wedding
harder to
anniversary
play
today.
against 10, and that seems to be holding true so far. Something I've experienced in the past, and with this sort of intensity and fearlessness, who knows, they might just get something they want.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. We're already back up and running after half-time. Can he finish? Zico quietly revving up. Robertson. Neymar. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Neither of these two want to come on. It's Zico! Oh, it rattles the bar! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Cruyff clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed he didn't put it away.
Neymar. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Zico. He's through here. Borussia Dortmund perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Looking for the run. Always onto this. Could try cutting inside here. That's an excellent interception. Cruyff looking for a runner. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Rijkaard. Can he get it through? And it's been played through. And a chance! He's got a goal! Into the lead once more. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 15.
We have got
Shevchenko.
changes here from both
Number
sides, in fact.
21,
So we have a breakthrough.
Number
Now how will
17,
things develop from here?
Johan Cruyff.
This is the perfect
Number
example
10,
of how to play
Zico.
with a man advantage.
Coming on the
Move the
field,
opposition from side to
number
side,
11,
wear them down,
Ibrahimovic.
deserve goal.
Number 9.
Well, it didn't look good for a while,
Number
but that
30,
was brave
Messi.
defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was
Ronaldinho.
immense, and so was the
Substitution
relief.
taking
The
place.
great escape. Bangladesh clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Looking to play him in. He's shifting through the gears here. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Here's a chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Can he get on the end of this? Rafinha. It's gone out for a throw-in.
deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed. Bangladesh really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Oh, he's been caught napping. He can get that clear. And time is up. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. So what do you take away from it all?
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Now it's Brahim Diaz. Good ball, good take.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Ambitious ball here.
Pele! That is decidedly lacking.
Pele probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
I wonder whether that has a... Can he finish? Goal! Borussia Dortmund! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Borussia Dortmund have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Played out wide. Cafu. And it's Ibrahimovic.
Liverpool looking to pass their way through. It's gone out for a throw-in. Pele gets a good foot in there. Rodri getting on for a third of the way through the game. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
It's a really well-measured ball. Bellingham. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Cannavaro.
Borussia Dortmund can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nicely aimed pass. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. There's the shot! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see
There will
who's
be
got
1
what it
minute
takes
added time.
to seize the initiative from here.
Oh, God. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incidents and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. Borussia Dortmund get the ball rolling in the second half. Rijkaard. Ronaldinho, a player who needs no introduction. Pele. And it's Ronaldinho. Big chance! He's scored!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Borussia Dortmund go into the lead. Van Dijk.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bellingham. Bellingham powering forward here. Can he finish? Well, that is commitment to the cause. Liverpool with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Cannavaro gets it away.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, there could be danger here. Pele. He's a sharp little ball here. Ronaldinho! Oh, taken with style. And there's the goal they've been looking for. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Borussia Dortmund go 2 up and into a position of real strength. He's having a shot! I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Beckenbauer, played out to the right. Half an hour gone in the second half.
Gattuso. Cafu.
Deep cross. Defending of the desperate... shooting chance! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
Lahm.
Now it's Brahim Diaz. Nice interception, well timed. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Cannavaro. And it's Lahm.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Van Dijk. Back into the middle. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Rijkaard. And time is up. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done.
Shevchenko.
Voted man of the match,
And we come
and
to you now
deservedly
with a
so.
quick